My gardening friends. You're probably thinking I'm trying to impersonate Mr. Terry King. I'm a big fan of Terry. I don't know if you watched his robotic allotment gardening channel. It's absolutely freaking amazing. The guy just literally pick up stuff and then transforms it into something quite expensive that you would buy from a shop or garden center. Yeah, pretty cool guy. I've learned a lot from him. Touching the topic that I'm going to explain now. So I don't really think I ever showed you my little man cave, if you will. So I'll just turn around. So we had this shed for the last 3 years. I think it's two different sheds joined together. It's not perfect. I'm still working on it. We had the flooring in. And I've got lots of flooring that we're gonna use as walls like that. So all these walls will be insulated with rock wool, and then we'll clad it with whatever we go. Really, it's not about the looks. It's about keeping us warm. I guess it's never gonna keep you warm in an allotment anyway. So we recycled the sofa. I think it is actually a brand new sofa. Believe it or not, someone was getting rid of it from a third floor flat, and she was moving out, and I think she was charging £100 or something to start with, and then she just wanted us to get rid of it. So I was lucky. We went and picked it up, and the solar panels go up on the roof of these two sheds this year, and then we get the electrics in and try and sort a few bits and bobs here. I've got gas heating, which is absolutely amazing. Flooring in. Yeah, I keep this area pretty clean, and I'll got all my tools and other bits and bobs over there. I'll make my coffee and tea there. So when I started this channel, I didn't know how to build a thing, and I couldn't even dream about putting a shed up or greenhouse up. So we ordered a shed with assembly for the back garden, and you've probably seen it before. And then once I took the allotment, I've learned a lot, especially from Terry King, obviously. Terry's channel has been amazing. And obviously I've made a few friends here. Some of them are carpenters, my mate Mickey. And so like I said, when I started this channel, I didn't know how to build a shed, let alone, I don't think I ever really had a shed in my life before that. So it is a great achievement, things that you can achieve over the years, the skills that you learn from, simply following what you like to do. So just to show you my man cave, where I usually come and hide from everyone else. I usually bring my kids around here. They make a right mess. I do some cuttings here sometimes and take them home and pack them. It's a bit messy now because obviously we haven't cleaned up, but yeah, you get the idea. We go make our coffee and tea there. Tea's a bit don't leave tea bags in winter because they get moldy. I do bring them, but I got some fresh tea in that flask today. So I'm trying to fix my strimmer because I think it's got some issues. So I bought my tools and I sold that to someone for a tenner. He's gonna come and pick up. Now I tried to fix it, but I don't think I can. It's taking up. I had a look up online to get a few parts. I think someone pulled the cord and then the cord came out, so I'm not really gonna invest my time in fixing those. So the other day I did a video on this greenhouse. So the plan for today is obviously that greenhouse, or I'm contemplating on the polytunnel on the other side of the plot, one or the other. But I'm actually proud of this greenhouse now. So it's absolutely clean, nice and beautiful looking, and hopefully I will try and keep it that way. I was talking to someone the other day, and then he's like, you should have maintained it that way, then you didn't have to clean it up. Well, he's right, but unfortunately, not all of us are retired and got all the time in the world. So yeah, so we have to take what we got. If it get messy again, it get messy again. That gives us an opportunity to come and clean up. If everything's perfect, then you know there's no reward in doing things. So this greenhouse. But it's a bit messy. I got a few broken glass panes there. Someone's strimmer. All these pots. So I'm gonna use these pots for growing potted fig trees. I've got lots of these laying around everywhere. So I need to find them all and yeah, start planting. Yeah, I guess I'll have to do some pruning as well. This is the I forgot the name now. The one at the end is Blava Flow. For some reason, it's not giving me figs, probably because it's too vigorous and it's not getting enough space, or don't know. It's figs been dropping for the first 2 years. I had figs off that tree and then it stopped. It's weird because normally you start seeing fruits as the tree mature. It's the other way around for this one. The medlar crops every year tons and tons of fruits, but that tree's going, guys, because it's just taking up the space and I can't walk around it. It's difficult to maneuver around the trees here. Yeah, so medlar is going, nobody eats them. It's all on the floor, just rotting away. Nah, that tree's going. Or maybe I'll just keep one branch, I don't know. I'll see. Smiths need a proper pruning. I've got lots of cuttings to take. Yeah, go. I've got all these non-varieties, like popular varieties. I have planted them in my dad's back garden, and he's got a huge garden, and I've got all these trees in ground, and they're doing absolutely perfect. So he doesn't want me to. Well, I respect his privacy, so I don't really want to go and do videos over there, but I will try and do one update. Someone's been digging around that tree. It's not great, is it? Because they might just dig up the whole tree. I've seen that before, and you might end up losing the whole variety. Yeah, so that's my Rosso di Goni. My dad got a huge one where I had a fruit this year. It's absolutely delicious. We shared it. The ground is absolutely frozen. I mean, literally, it's 5 degrees now, but it still feels like it's like -5 or something. It's so cold. And yeah, don't know if you remember the Rohadi and Badina there. Still alive. Kuldikova, I've got 2 here, and again a huge one in my dad's garden. Black Madeira Keke, obviously, he's got 2 massive trees. And I've got Coldifari here. So yeah, some nice figs planted in ground. Hopefully they will grow well this year. So I've also noticed here, so these plants here, these fig trees, they are planted with the bottom cut off in a pot, but the bottom's cut off, but they haven't grown as much as the other tree. And you can see it, because even though they are probably similar size, these haven't grown, guys, because they are literally the way I planted it. Maybe they will take off this year, but these trees, they've spread their wings, and look at that one. Yeah, these have all grown. I'll cover these. I can't even, it's too rock solid. Like that one there, they're all grown really well, except these. So I think you know, obviously trees, when they grow around the topsoil, and once they sort of established, then they put their taproot. And figs obviously don't really have a taproot as such, because you propagate figs with figs through cuttings. But yeah, that's my theory anyway. So when you plant them in ground, they obviously I'll see a lot of roots. I don't know if you mulched your fig trees and then when you remove the mulch you see roots. So it's pretty much same with any other trees really. They like to grow on the top soil rather than going into the clay. But these will pick up next year, because I've seen this before. First couple of years they struggle, and then once they find their put the roots down, they will just take off. But the reason why I did it is to help me with weeding and to control the size of the tree. The thing is, is controlling the size of the tree. I didn't want it to control this early, but never mind. It's they're alive, and they have grown. The peach trees will need spraying with copper. I wish we could spray with Bordeaux mix, but it's not allowed. So we won't do anything against the law, if you will. And then if the trees are going to survive or suffer, it's entirely up to them. But you've seen my peach trees before. Never really had any problem, except last year really. So I gave them a heavy pruning last year to shape up the trees. If you can see the trees, that's exactly the shape I want them. Almost like a vase shape. Should have taken some branches from the inside to give it more of a nicer shape, but never mind, that's okay. I really want a single trunk peach tree. That's because I want to be able to walk around it with my kids. All these rubbish or the wood will be burned today. So I obviously don't have space here, so my mate's having a bonfire in his plot later tonight, so we will take them over there and burn it in his plot. Yeah, these are all the offcuts from the peach, and some of these wood, maybe I should keep them, because peach wood is actually really good for barbecuing and smoking your meat. Yeah, so bloody hell, it's absolutely cold, guys. And yeah, these trees again planted straight in ground. Someone's been digging around that tree as well. Don't know why these fuckers dig around the tree. Why can't they just go and dig somewhere else? And the ones that I planted with the pots buried in, they're not doing really well. So I'm a bit worried now. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, I'll clean one of the greenhouses. You saw that one. Maybe I'll take if I decide to clean the polytunnel, and I'll do it before and after. The only trouble with doing before and after is that I won't be able to upload videos in HDR. That's because I'll have to edit it and then join two videos, and then in that process you lose the quality or the HDR effect. The app that I'm using don't export HDR videos, because obviously we're not a big channel. I'm not gonna I've already bought an app for editing, but if you want stuff like what's the app called on Mac ProBook you people use, yeah, one of the app or software they use to edit, yeah, they're too expensive, and I don't think it's I need it. So if I am to upload this video straight, then obviously after maybe above 72 hours the videos will turn into 4K HDR. So as soon as I upload the video, you might see the quality quite low, like under 720p, but if you wait for a few hours, then it will start building up the quality. I don't know, that's how YouTube works. So I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna crack on with my cleaning. As the sun's out, it's nice and warm in the greenhouses, luckily. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. The decision has been made. I'm gonna sort this tunnel out, not the greenhouse. So I'm not sure where you guys are from, but it's absolutely cold here. The piece of ice, I can't even smash it. It's so cold. I must be barking mad to come around here and do all this work. Right, so I'll see you in a bit.
2,000 years later.
So guys, we managed to clean up the tunnel. I've only got 10% battery left, so I'll have to be quick. Yeah, it was quite satisfying. It took me just over an hour and a half, maybe around 2 hours mark. It wasn't that bad. The only trouble was cleaning around the plastic. So when you use the rake to clean the rubbish, the teeth actually get stuck in the plastic. So it was a bit of a nightmare, but we managed to do it. I broke my broom, stiff broom. It's not a big deal. But anyway, we weeded the whole tunnel, moved all the rubbish out. Most of them were good material. They were just leaves and offcuts and the leftover from last year's root pruning, which I'll discuss in a minute. So yeah, they're good material for composting, so I put them in compost bin. And I squeezed a few under the plastic because in some areas we had a bit of a dip. So I'm hoping that they will level themselves up in the next coming months by weighing the pot down. In terms of weeding the pots, I've gone through some of them. Some of them had really long weeds, but I left a few just so that I know that pots got enough water. Once you start seeing the weeds wilting away, you know they need a bit of water in winter. And also, I'm not ready to root prune them yet. In saying that, I did root prune these trees last year in summer, so I don't think they need a major root pruning. But what I'll do is I'll take them all out of the pot, have a look through the self-watering system, the reservoir, and just to see if there is any soil stuck under the plate where the water go and stay. So on these self-watering pots, it's got a small reservoir underneath, and you can see a little hole there. But I'm not really a big fan of them round pots. I like these square ones, so I might get rid of the round ones and put them in these because I've got lots of these pots. And so if you grow them in self-watering pots, you'll have to just have a look every year, end of the season, because over the months the soil sort of get through the little holes and get in the reservoir, and they block the exit for the excess water to get out. So if it's blocked, you might end up flooding your tree within the pot, and then the tree will die or just start dropping its leaves or rotting the roots, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying anyway. So just a quick inspection, and maybe I'll just give it a bit more compost. Obviously I will give them a bit of slow release feed, of course, Miracle Grow, nothing else. And so I left this area without being covered, so I'll use that area to go through the pots, pot these up, the little ones. And I'll also go about 20 trees coming from my back garden and my dad's garden, so they're all going to be coming here. And I can see that if I arrange these pots in a nicer way, I can squeeze in a lot of trees in a small tunnel, and it's got plenty of ventilation. I keep saying I did it. So I cut the plastic, got a bit of ventilation there. The doors got a mesh, and obviously plenty of holes naturally by the animals. So yeah, it's all done and dusted, clean. All the weeds are taken care of from the floor. I just need to bring the pots in here, start potting these up, which I'll start probably next month, because for now I've got more greenhouses to sort. It's a never-ending job, to be honest with you. So this greenhouse got a bit damaged, but as you can see, it's got a lot of cleaning to do and pruning. So I'll sort that out before I start planting the trees. And I'm also planning to, because these trees have been quite successful grown outdoors, and I'm expecting some lovely brava crop from these trees. So I will be planting more fig trees as a row right in the middle. Probably something like Peter's Honey or Ronde de Bordeaux, or maybe one or two expensive rare varieties, just to have more of a substantial tree. So yeah, figs are doing all right. I don't think any of these trees will be pruned this year, although I'd love to shape some of these trees up. Maybe I'll change my mind, I'll prune all of them. I don't know, haven't planned anything. So that's it, guys. That's the only job I'm going to be doing today. I'm knackered, I'm going home. Or maybe I'll go and clean up my shed. I'll speak to you later, bye.